Hi, I'm Dr. Rachel Kalin, and you're watching the Weight Loss Surgery Channel.
Welcome to Weight Loss Surgery News. I'm your host, Leslie Thompson, and thank you for joining us today. In this week's news, we'll find out why America's doctors are fighting efforts to define obesity as a form of disability. We'll also take a look at a common cooking ingredient that shifts cells into fat-burning mode and discover if skinny people really do live longer. But first, how many of you skipped breakfast this morning? Big mistake. It looks like the old saying that breakfast is the most important meal of the day is literally true. Skipping breakfast is a bad idea for a lot of reasons, but now it turns out that skimping on the morning meal can cause high-calorie cravings later in the day. A study conducted at Imperial College London centered on a part of the brain called the reward center, an area that's triggered when the person experiences pleasure. The reward centers of 20 healthy, non-obese people were examined by a type of brain scanner called a functional magnetic resonance imaging device, or fMRI. These test subjects who had skipped breakfast were placed under the scanner, then shown random photos of various foods, high-calorie foods like cake and pizza, and low-cal foods like vegetables and fish. Sure enough, the reward center of each of the test subjects lit up like a Christmas tree in response to the high-calorie food images. In the next test, the participants ate breakfast before going under the scanner. Then the food images were shown to them, and not surprisingly, the patients' reward centers stayed more or less dark when the naughty food porn came into view. The conclusion that researchers drew from all this is that skipping breakfast is a big no-no if you're trying to lose or maintain weight. It seems that skipping meals, especially breakfast, can somehow sensitize the brain's reward center, making you crave calorie-laden food. It follows that until and unless some kind of reward center numbing drug is developed, your best bet if you're trying to lose or maintain weight is to start each day with a balanced and nutritious breakfast. And no, not cake and pizza. In our next story, guess what? If you're obese, you're not disabled. Under a new policy adopted last week, the American Medical Association voted to formally oppose efforts by advocacy groups to define obesity as a disability. It's not like they're doing it out of spite, though. The 245,000 members of the AMA know that obesity ruins people's lives. They also know that lawsuits ruin doctors' lives. And since discrimination against the disabled is illegal under the Americans with Disabilities Act, or ADA, the docs of the AMA are worried. If obesity is defined as being a disability under the law, then discussing obesity with a patient who doesn't want to hear about it could result in a career-destroying lawsuit. So what is a disability according to the ADA? It's, quote, a physical or mental impairment that substantially limits one or more of the major life activities of an individual. A pretty broad definition, and one that leaves plenty of room for courtroom maneuvering. For example, one federal court in Rhode Island ruled in 1993 that morbid obesity caused by a physiological disorder could be defined as a disability, and a string of other courts right up to the present day have agreed. Many AMA members worry that making obesity an officially sanctioned disability would destroy the only defense they have against ADA-based discrimination lawsuits, the ambiguity of the term disability. Legal experts say the doctors have a point. Making obesity a disability in the legal sense will only serve to have a chilling effect on the discussion of the disease by doctors and their patients, they note, which benefits nobody. We're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we'll find out about an ingredient that's probably in your kitchen right now that can turn cells into fat burners, and examine a new study of obesity and its effect on brain tissue. We'll be right back with more weight loss surgery news in just a minute.
After weight loss surgery, it can be hard to get enough vitamins and nutrients in your diet. Bariatric Advantage offers a complete line of nutritional products specifically formulated to meet the unique needs of bariatric patients. Choosing to have weight loss surgery was a big decision and required a big investment. Learn how Bariatric Advantage nutritional supplements can help you get the most from your surgery by keeping your new body healthy and strong. Call us toll-free at 800-898-6888 or visit us online at bariatricadvantage.com.